Boys, set the terror level at code brown, because I need to change my pants.
And now, back to the Big Dumb Fun Show.
You're listening to the Big Dumb Fun Show. We are online at BigDumbFunShow.com. We've got the Facebook, the MySpace, the Twitter, the YouTube, the ReverbNation.com/Big Dumb Fun Show. A lot of people asking in the chat room, what was that song we just played? Livy High, band out of Wichita, we interviewed a couple weeks ago, and their song, Stay.
A lot of history on that band that we kind of found out after the fact. Apparently they used to be a part of, or Isaac James was actually kind of an offshoot of Livy High. So that was kind of an interesting story that we actually found out, unfortunately, after the fact. Right now we do have Mark Ballard and Dax Mullendor. Is that right?
Yep, that's correct.
Welcome to the Big Dumb Fun Show, guys. Very, very much pleased to have you because you're with the School of Rock. In fact, and you're not even on. You get in. Okay. All right, so
lean right in there.
Right in there.
Okay, there we go.
Right.
So, but you're both with the School of Rock, and School of Rock has brought us, in like the Tempest. Anybody else that you would love to mention right now? That
Is Samino been in here?
is who?
Samino?
It's not. Nuh-uh.
No,
I don't think
would.
so.
I would love to have him in here.
Well, we'll get him in.
That'd be great.
I'll tell him to get in here.
Sometimes it's after the kids' bedtime.
Yeah,
7 to
curfew
10.
falls after 10, when
So-
we're here. And
Sometimes we have some trouble with that. But you must be just making strides over there at the School of Rock, which is located where?
Parkville, beautiful and historic downtown Parkville, right on 9 Highway.
Up north a little bit.
Yep, right up the hill from Park College.
Okay.
really, that's odd. I never thought of Parkville as rocking.
Yeah.
No,
Apparently now it is.
A lot of country cutesy places. You can buy a tea cozy, a knitted tea cozy, and then walk up the street and,
Nice.
and jam out on the Pixies with us. So.
A lot of people came familiar with, I guess, the concept of a School of Rock when, of course, Jack Black came out with the movie School of Rock. Did the birthplace of School of Rock in general? I know it's a national thing. Did it happen at that time, or was it long before?
Yeah, it was long
the movie
before.
came out?
Yeah, in '98, Paul Green started a school called the School of Rock in downtown Philadelphia, and it wasn't anything like it was portrayed in the movie. Kids would sneak out of school to go rock at his place.
Oh, wow.
It was a dilapidated building that smelled like a cat pan. It was great. And if you were to meet Paul, there's a documentary called Rock School. I would recommend anybody get it. It's about the School of Rock, but it was
Where can you pull that up at YouTube, or
you
is
can
that?
get it at any Blockbuster. You could probably.
Oh,
get
it's
it.
out. It's out in stores and whatnot.
Yeah,
Probably about the same time that the movie came out with Jack Black. Like, let's get that documentary.
Yeah.
No one's wanted to watch it before, but
If you were to meet Paul or to see Paul in that movie, you'd see how much he looks and acts like Jack Black. And
Yeah.
So the movie School of Rock was made about Paul, and so we've been around since '98. We've been in Kansas City as the School of Rock for about 3 years. It was called Rock U before that. I actually owned the school and sold it to the School of Rock, but the School of Rock proper has been around since '98 and is all over the country. We're in 67 markets now.
Well, when you're talking about 67 markets, Kansas City being one of them, and then Dax actually made it to I guess nationals or whatnot. Or tell us a little bit about that achievement.
Well, I'll let Dax tell you, but yeah, Dax is one of, out of the 67 schools, one of 125 kids that got announced today that is going to go on tour this summer and represent the Midwest as a School of Rock National All-Star. He's already in our local All-Star level group, which is called our house band, which had all those kids you mentioned, Tempest, Samino.
The house band is a huge band, though, right? Like you've got
12 kids.
it's a huge endeavor.
Yeah.
And I just can't imagine it's just like a 12-piece band,
Right,
basically.
Yeah, but it's about 4 or 5 kids on stage at any time, and they shift in and out as the music changes. Now, I'll let Dax tell you more about it, but he is going to be on the Midwest leg of the tour this year of our National All-Stars, along with Nick Smith, one of our bass players, who we're going to talk to on the phone a little later. He's in Colorado.
now is it the School of Rock tour? What is the tour?
The tour is a celebration of the 40th anniversary of Led Zeppelin 4. So the kids are going to be performing Led Zeppelin 4 at the second half of the show, and they'll do. I'm not sure what the first half of the show is going to be. It'll be a mishmash of really difficult material to show off how talented the kids are.
Yeah.
And that will be through Kansas City in July. We don't have an exact date yet.
Is there any further competition, or was the competition up to make this tour, and that's kind of like your prize, I guess?
That's pretty much. If you become a national all-star, then to repeat to be a perennial all-star is quite a feat to make it more than once.
And Dax Mullendore also joining us now, talking with Mark Ballard from the School of Rock, Kansas City division. You of the 12, I guess, positions on stage, you play the keyboards, the bassoon, what all are you playing up there?
Well. Right now, mainly I'm just playing keys, but I can switch around to like drums, and I play bass, and I'm taking up a little bit guitar, and I also play saxophone. I used to play saxophone in band at school, and now I just play it at School of Rock.
You make me sick. I mean, to be so young and be able to do that.
And when did you first start playing an instrument at all? And
what
was it?
It was probably, I got a drum set when I was pretty young. I don't remember, but I kind of played around with that, but that was about it. And then I really started playing piano when I was probably about 9.
Are you the kind of guy that can pick up an instrument and then just kind of feel your way around it?
Yeah.
And kind of know how? Yeah, you make me sick. I want you to leave right now. No, but you were chosen. 2 people out of the School of Rock in Kansas City, you and Nick Smith, were chosen to go on this tour and go around the country. How does that work? Being such a young guy, you got to have chaperones and whatnot, or is Mark going along with you?
No, as far as I know, he's not.
You're just going to be slumming it. You're going to be doing it yourself, and
we got the main director that I guess might be from the Minnesota School of Rock, and he'll be with us. But we'll basically just get on a bus and go from place to place.
All right. Well, we started out. I want to talk about kind of how you started out. I want to talk about so much stuff. Your Radio Disney connections with Cassie and all of the great kids you have over there and their talents. You have a Pro Tools studio that is catered towards the younger kids.
Right. We just installed it. So that program has been up for a month. Yeah.
That's a difficult program because it's very proprietary to the hardware, right?
Yeah, Pro Tools is right. It's the industry standard, and we just got Pro Tools 9, the new upgrade, and it's we have a new recording and songwriting offering that's on Monday nights, and we have kids as young as 11 in there. It's amazing.
Geez.
Now, maybe, I know at School of Rock, maybe it's kind of self-explanatory, and we've talked with different members of bands that part of that before. Maybe you can kind of give a summary of just what it is you guys do. What are the programs, what you offer, where you do your outreach in the community?
Oh, yeah. The School of Rock, again, has been around since 1998. We're everywhere, all 4 corners. We have 2 locations in Mexico now. And we do performance-based education. Best way to learn is by doing.
Yeah.
So every week a kid gets a 45-minute lesson, and then they get a 2.5 to 3 hour band practice every week on a theme. Like this semester, we're doing a tribute to Green Day, and we're doing a tribute to alternative rock, and we're doing a 21st century show. We just got done doing Led Zeppelin 4. We got that idea early on.
And you do singing as well.
Oh yeah, we teach bass.
I can only imagine how much more interest you've had with the School of Rock ever since like Glee. Ever since programs like that made it cool to be a nerdy guy, like a singer, something that you may have been made fun of it all a while back, but now you're an 11-year-old that knows Pro Tools.
Okay, wait now. Let's ask the 11-year-old.
Yeah.
How old are you, Dax?
I'm 16.
You're a young guy. Yeah. Young guy.
Did Glee inspire you at all? You're just like, that's pretty gay.
Yeah.
No comment, but the Glee definitely gay.
On the other hand, I am a Glee-tard.
You like it?
I love it.
Oh, you're a Gleek?
I DVR it, and my
you
so
think
Kelly.
You could make a portion of the School of Rock like Glee, you would do that?
Yes.
Dancing and singing and show tunes.
I have a good degree in theater, so I love all that stuff.
How much?
I'm the only straight guy alive with a degree in theater, but I am.
How much is of the teaching of School of Rock is instructors teaching kids versus kids teaching kids? Do you think that's got some sort of a beneficiary with somebody who's kind of in the same boat?
Well, in the group dynamic, and Dax could speak to this, that the kids are the teachers. They have a director, a co-director, an individual teacher, but then they have each other to put pressure or what's a better word for
point them in the right direction.
Yeah, and the house band kids like Dax, they're actually looked to help guide some of the younger kids because we'll have kids that are 8 or 9.
So now you're like a senior at this school. Like
yeah.
People are looking up to you now. You make me sick.
Oh yeah, he's and. It's not really a class structure, but we do depend on the house band kids to help us out.
Yeah. All right. When we come back, let's get Nick on the phone.
Okay.
And see what he's all about, and let's talk a little bit more about what it takes for these young gentlemen to make it to the big tour, as far as there's some sort of a judging, a submission that you have to kind of submit the work into. And then we'll just go from there. So stay tuned. Talking with Mark Ballard and Dax Mullendore, Nick Smith on the way. We're going to get them by phone here coming up next tonight on the Big Dumb Fun Show.
Here's some In Like.